I'm going to give you 3 statements. And it's going to involve playing sports, not playing sports, females and males. Here's some statements about my Venn diagram. 54% of students are girls. This isn't true, by the way. 62% of students play sports. And then half of the girls at the school play sports. What I'm going to make, because you can really make your circles anything, I'm going to make inside this entire circle girls. We're going to try to figure out the percentage, okay? And in this circle, I'm not going to make it boys. I'm going to make this, because they didn't mention boys, but we know there's boys at the school, the percentage of students who play sports. Okay. So in a Venn diagram, we also have this rectangle. The probabilities of all of the pieces of this is the entire probability of the makeup of the students at the school. So their probabilities should add up to 1 total. But when we do these 2 probabilities inside the circle, so this would be girls. In the middle, this little region in the middle, what does this represent? The ones who are girls and play sports. So if they're outside that region, it's the girls who don't play sports. Okay? So tell me then, what does the outside region really represent here? The boys who play sports then. Because if they're not in this category, if they're not the girls who play sports, what's left are the boys who play sports. But then, there's this outside region. There's this region out here, and that actually has a probability as well. What's this region out here represent then? Yes, okay. All right, so let's go through and figure out some of these probabilities. So 54% of the students are girls. I'm going to tell you this right here is important. So this entire circle is 54%, okay? But then down here it says half of the girls at the school play sports. Can I write some percentages then in that circle? What are they?
7% play sports.
So I'm going to put a 0.27 here, 27%. That just represents this region with not the overlapping, okay? Because it says that 54%, so I'm breaking it into half. Half play sports, 27%, and half do not. So that other 27% goes right here. Now, that's just right here. Don't those together make up the 54% right there? Okay, good. Can somebody tell me what is the percentage of this region right here then?
35.
Okay. I want a color that shows up a little better. Okay, so Nate, you said this is what?
35.
Can somebody tell me how did he figure that out? So this 62%, because I made this circle the percentage of students who play sports, this entire circle has to add up to 62%. I already knew from the previous information that this in the middle, this middle section had to be 0.27. So if you would do 0.62 minus 0.27, you would get 0.35. Okay. So then tell me this. What's left? I'm just going to let some people think. Okay. Who thinks they know what's left? 2 I know do. 3 do. What do you think, Nathan?
11% of boys, 11.
Okay. Outside the circles, I'm going to shade this region. I'll shade it in blue. Oops, I'm a bad shader. Because a sample space has to have a probability that adds up to 1, I have not accounted for 11% of the population. Okay? All right, so let's summarize our findings. 35% of students are boys who play sports. Um, 11% of students are boys who don't play sports. %, of students this one could do either way, right? Because it's equally spread, are girls who play sports. And finally, 27% of students are girls who don't play sports. And if you would add up those 4 probabilities, you would get 100%. So you could really use Venn diagrams. I could have made a Venn diagram with different things. If it was just the girls and the boys in the school, I wouldn't need a box around it, because you can't really do one with girls and boys, I guess. Okay, so you would have to compare like something like 3 things, okay, together. But you could have made this boys and play sports, and then what was left could have been the girls. But Venn diagrams are just another way of representing probability. And so you guys did some probability at the beginning, I believe, of algebra